Good morning, guys. This is Han Solo. No, I'm just joking. This is Stephen Howard, and wearing my Star Wars shirt today, hiding the laser gun, and my Missoula sweatshirt, established 1889. That was a long time ago, wasn't it? My dog Yucca, running around the yard getting some sun. Good morning, Yucca. She likes to watch birds. I'm a bird watcher myself. Um, it's amazing. We are a spiritual body that is in a 3D meat suit. And when we sleep, we actually astral project. We go to different places and visit different people and see different things. It's kind of like the glimpse in The Family Guy, or Scrooge, or It's a Wonderful Life. I've been given a glimpse of what my life could possibly look like in the next 3 to 5 years. And wow. All I can say is wow. There's some success. I don't know where it's coming from, but there's some success in both love and financially. It is true what that man said when I was about 10 years old in Venice Beach. The mystic came up to me and he grabbed my face and he said, "You're always going to make money off of this face." And I was like, my parents were kind of puzzled. He handed me a little brass angel, and I have it on a medicine bag. I don't even know where that medicine bag is, but it had crystals in it and my wisdom teeth and a cigarette cutter from the 1850s that I found in an antique shop in Sacramento. I wish I could find it, but if you see my medicine bag somewhere, send it to me, okay? Um, things in your life, if you hang on to things um, because you want them bad, and you hang on, and it's actually an opposite reaction. Whatever you're hanging on to is gonna go away, and it's gonna get away. And I've learned some very valuable lessons recently about that. That goes for money, career, love, family, um, financial burdens, pretty much everything. Your car. Um, you have to be fluid like Buddha. You have to go with the river. You have to go with the flow, and you're gonna lose things, and you're gonna gain things. And what kind of things you want to gain. So abundance is a tricky thing. People tell you, "Oh, you got a fancy house and a fancy car, and your life looks perfect, and you got great clothes on, and you have everything," and you start to judge people by their 3D exteriors, and you make a big mistake, because you could be the poorest guy sitting in dirty clothes, haven't showered in a week, and you're in financial lack. You're holding a sign out on the side of the road for gas for your car, that's not insured and barely registered and stuff like that, barely runs. But that person could have the spiritual answers, could have actually the downloaded information that you, as a millionaire sitting in a brand new Aston Martin, when you pull up off of the highway and you smell good, you got Gucci cologne on, you're sitting in the lap of luxury, you're about to go out to a fine meal, and the answers of appreciation, like how much do you appreciate what you have? It's an interesting question. So, my dog to me, as she plays with her rock this morning, my dog to me is actually one of the most precious things there is. She's never given me anything but love. Not a thing. Actually, she's probably cost me a lot of money. Dog food, jackets, brushes, nail trimmings. It's ridiculous. So the next time you're looking for the job that you want, or the person that you want, or the situation in your life that you want, look at how it will benefit everyone else. Look at your past relationships and look at how they've benefited everyone else. Look at where that person's at today. Look at what they have. It's all a result of you. It's a weird thing to say, but as a result of your relationship with that person, you left a soul impression. You left something on them that changed the vibration of their energy field. It actually made them a better person because of the unconditional love that you gave them. It actually showed them how to be a better parent, a better father, a better mother. You actually show your parents how to be a better person. It's the hardest thing. I don't even understand. I share these videos with everybody, and I don't hide the truth. The elephant in the room is your soul's mark on what's happening on a day-to-day basis. Did you wake up this morning? Were you thinking about work? Were you thinking about love? Were you thinking about what's going to happen later today? Did you focus like a rock climber? Did you focus on the next 10 feet? Or were you focused on the entire mountain? It's really important that you stay in the moment, that you realize that before enlightenment, you chopped wood and you carried water. And after enlightenment, you're going to chop wood and carry water. It's not going to change. You're going to still walk them dogs. You're going to still be the guy. When you walk into the office and people see your light and you start shining, then all of a sudden you realize you're a distraction. So you just shut it off or shut it down and go to work and hang a TV and not disrupt anybody as much as possible. I have an energy field that's like the sun. I just want to shine all over people, and sometimes that doesn't work. It's not the effect you want to have. Sometimes other people are having their own problems, and businesses are being run, and things are happening that behind the scenes that you don't realize. People could be even talking about you like, I think he's crazy, or I think there's an issue, or, you know, it could be any number of things. But what they don't realize is what you just went through. That you just went through a gate, a portal. 11/11 last year, I went through a portal. I mean, what the fuck is that? It doesn't exist in the 3D. You can't see a portal. But you can meditate and go into the 5D and actually visualize that portal and walk right through it. And when you get on the other side, you're a different person. You're not the same person. You don't even look the same. People are wondering, it's like Laird Hamilton when he caught that wave. I think it was in 2001 or something. He caught this monster wave, and he was on the cover of every magazine because he had surfed Chopu, which means broken skulls in Tahitian. He surfed Chopu at like 50 feet or something on a scale that nobody had ever ridden it, and it was an absolutely perfect day. And he caught the wave of the century. And when they're showing that video, they're saying, nice dirt bike in the background. They're saying that he looks at the whole world differently. He was clean and sober when he caught that wave, but actually he talked about it the night before going out. He fell off the wagon. He went out and had some drinks with his buddies. And when he went through that experience, it was a spiritual awakening. It was the vibration of the Mother Nature and the ocean and everything. So, a lot of people might look at my videos and go, wow, it's just a rambling of facts and spiritual geometry, metaphysics. It's just all mashed together. And then some extreme sports conversation about some guy I don't know. It's a complete narcissist, right? Another person will look at this video and they'll be like, wow, he's looking at his whole life differently. He's looking at the whole wave differently. And how abundance comes in, and how no one can tell you, not even your father can tell you what your destiny is. They keep putting this worry. Everybody in my life keeps putting this worry, like, come on, man, you're not doing it. You gotta really dig in and do it. Well, has anybody watched the last 72 videos? I mean, what's the point? Why did I do this? Why do I continue doing it? And the answer to that is you. I love you. I love each and every one of you. I don't want to get too religious, but as a spiritual practice, what I realize is that every single one of us is very special. That I don't care if you're black, white, Asian, neo-Nazi, I don't know, white supremacist, I don't know. Everybody has something to offer. Everybody is a container, and inside of them is a spiritual being that has full enlightenment. You have the key to everything. And if people don't see that within themselves, then they tend to fail everybody around them. They tend to fail their business. I had a problem for most of my life. I was a big kid. I was bigger than most people, including my family. I had gifts. I was able to rock climb at a young age. I started rock climbing when I was about 12 years old. Skiing, I started skiing when I was 2. I was ski racing and winning races by the time I was 6, and my brother and I were known as one of the fastest sets of skiers in Tahoe all through the 80s. I crashed at 70 miles an hour on Mountain Run in Squaw Valley, had my pass pulled for skiing too aggressively. Then we had motorbikes when we were in Lafayette, California, and we had 80 acres with cattle behind us, and we would go and herd cattle and ride around and tear up the place, and ranchers really loved us. I think that was Sanders Ranch behind us. I actually met that guy that ran Sanders Ranch and knew about us as kids. I met him on a 300-acre ranch installing his wood stove in Montana. What is the likelihood of that meeting happening? I wish I had that guy's number. Once again, rambling, but there's a point that each and everybody that you touch today, be it in business, be it them dogs, be it your car, be it whatever it is, really love and appreciate it. Really hold it dear to you. No matter what level you're on and what vibration you're working on, when you see other people that are struggling, give them a little bit of your sunshine, your energy, your light. Just a little bit. And, we can learn a lot from the big guy, Harrison Ford. I love his story. He was a construction worker in Los Gatos, California, and he was working on a guy's house that was being remodeled, and his name was Francis Ford Coppola. And Francis invited Harrison to read for a part in a movie called Physical Graffiti. And Harrison got the part and did really well in the movie, but it wasn't a claim to fame. It wasn't like a big deal really back then at that point. So he didn't make enough money off of that to do anything. He just went back to work. But Francis Ford Coppola said, Stephen, you're having your house remodeled. Well, I've got the perfect construction team. They'll come over and do everything that you need. By the way, you need to talk to Harrison Ford. So Steven Spielberg had his house remodeled, and he said, I've been watching you, and with your belt and your construction gear on, all we would need to do is, and one day Harrison wore a vest, and he goes, it's perfect. All you need is a laser gun and a lightsaber, and you're Han Solo. And Harrison had no idea what he was talking about, but he went and read for that part, and he got it. And the rest is history. So I think what you're watching me do is astral project and maybe somebody's related to somebody who's related to somebody watches this video. And all of a sudden I get a phone call or an email, or someone discovers me and realizes that I was a savant my entire life. I had just never, I had dyslexia and ADHD. I was a big dopey kid, but I had a lot of savant and abilities. And you don't realize till you're, a middle-aged adult or a midlife adult that those things are very valued and that you're actually extremely talented. That you were number 2 in the world in 1997 in a kayak you designed with a surfboard shaper in Santa Barbara, and you were in Outside and Paddler magazine. That you made a mark during a time that nobody really remembers. Nowadays, 1997 is like ancient history. And the sport of surf kayaking only had so many people that were involved in it, because it's a very, affluent sport, or just a different breed of sport. Anyway, whatever it is, however different you are, however unique you are, don't take that for granted either. We all have something major to offer, no matter what we look like, no matter what our talent is, no matter how much money we have, or no matter where we're at in life. Please, please, please look at the person as an entirety. Look at the dog as an entirety. Look at life as an entirety. So I hope you have a great day. I'm going to try and time this out at exactly 22:22. I love you, and mahalo.